What's for dinner, Mom?
I think we're having hippo fillet with asparagus tips.
Well, hello everybody and good afternoon. Welcome to Hidden History with Frank Strickland. Now imagine, if you will, the bustling turn of the century, 1910, a time of horseless carriages, flickering electric lights, and a nation stretching its muscles and growing. But with that growth came a problem. A big problem. A problem with our meat supply. You see, America was hungry. A growing population meant a growing appetite, and the meat question loomed large. Prices were rising, shelves were, if not bare, then certainly looking a little lean. And down south, in the humid, languid bayous of Louisiana, another problem was literally choking the life out of the waterways. A beautiful, yet sinister purple menace, the water hyacinth, spreading like wildfire, strangling navigation and fish alike. Into this double dilemma stepped a man with a vision, a most unusual vision. His name was Robert Broussard, a congressman from Louisiana, and he had an idea that was, well, as large as the animal he proposed. He envisioned a future where these very bayous, clogged with the greenery, would become hippo ranches. That's right, hippopotamuses. The very creature of the African plains, grunting, enormous, and surprisingly swift. He saw them as a two-for-one solution. Majestic lawnmowers of the waterways, munching down these pesky hyacinths. And here's the kicker, a new source of protein for a hungry nation. Lake cow bacon, they called it. Some even said it tasted like a delightful blend of pork and beef. Can you imagine the dinner conversations?
Pass the hippo, darling?
Congressman Broussard wasn't alone in this wild proposal. No, he had some rather famous company. Adventurers Major Frederick Russell Burnham and Captain Fritz Duquesne, men who had stared down lions, now envisioned America where the bayou echoed with the splashing of hippos. And even the U.S. Department of Agriculture was giving it serious thought. This wasn't just idle jibber-jabber. This was an actual bill. House Resolution 23-261. Imagine the headlines. Hippos for America. The New York Times even chimed in, contemplating the culinary possibilities. But, as with many grand plans, reality had a way of, shall we say, trampling over the dream. The scientists, you see, eventually pointed out a few inconvenient truths. Those massive hippos, they mostly grazed on land grasses at night, not so much the water hyacinths. And those gentle giants, turns out they're notoriously aggressive, territorial, and probably not the best neighbors for your average fishing boat. Domesticating them? Not exactly like herding cattle. And the American palate? Well, despite the promise of lake cow bacon, there wasn't exactly a stampede to embrace hippo meat. Some things, it seems, are just too exotic for the dinner table. So, the dream of the American South teeming with hippos, munching weeds, and filling dinner plates faded. The country's attention, ever fickle, soon turned to the looming shadows of World War I, and the great hippo bill was quietly shelved. A bizarre, failed proposal, a footnote in history that, for a brief moment, envisioned a very different America. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.